teams then coming out for this afternoon's big game at White Hart Lane. You join us at the perfect time as Tottenham and Leeds take the field for this afternoon's big game in the FA Premier League. Spurs on great form at the moment, looking for 5 wins in a row, and of course they reached the quarter-finals of the FA Cup with that fine win against Wimbledon by 3 goals to 2, and valued for so much more last week. And the management team decide to play an unchanged side for this Premier League clash against the champions, who've yet to win away from home this season. Right, the Spurs side for you then, as we take our final check on the lineups before we get underway here at White Hart Lane, for what promises to be an exciting and fast-flowing match, with Leeds coming in their changed away strip of blue shirts and white and yellow shorts. Here's the Spurs team, no surprises. Neil Ruddock at number 6 has been quite outstanding, and after today's game he faces a 2-match suspension, will miss the games against Queen's Park Rangers at home, and now, significantly, the away game against Sheffield United on Tuesday week, which means he will be fit and ready to go for the cup tie against Manchester City at the beginning of March at Main Road. Neil Ruddock been quite superb. For Leeds United, well, they've had their problems this season, haven't they? But they still bring in Steve Hodge, who signed for Spurs from Aston Villa in December 1986 and scored 12 times in 71 League and Cup appearances. Here's their side. At number 2 is Rob Bowman, who made his debut against Wimbledon and is just 17. Number 5, John Newson. Remember him, he scored here in this fixture last season. Lee Chapman, Gary McAllister and Gary Speed all play. On the bench is Frank Stralby, a Norwegian international who scored for the under-21s against England last year. Let's have a closer look up then at Steve Hodge and Tony DiRigo. Tony DiRigo, number 3, been a big influence in Leeds' team last year when they won the championship, and also had an excellent season this campaign. Experienced referee Gerald Ashby from Worcestershire. Leeds have lost 5 times in London this season. They'll be hoping that today is the time that their away form finally comes back to them. And it's welcome back to White Hart Lane for number 7, Steve Hodge, who left Spurs for Nottingham Forest in August '88 and joined Leeds United in the summer of 1991. The teams are changing ends. It's a new away strip for Leeds United. Last year in this fixture they played in all yellow. It's an unusual blue shirts and yellow shorts for them. A season which promised so much as champions, and after their controversial European Cup success, which took 3 games against Stuttgart because of all the problems there, well, they went out to Glasgow Rangers and missed the opportunity of playing in the Champions League group. They suffered a defeat away against Watford in the Coca-Cola Cup and were leading 2-0 at half-time in the FA Cup against the Gunners Arsenal, but ended up losing in extra time at home in an epic FA Cup battle. Their only success away on their travels in London at Charlton in the FA Cup replay. Right, away we go then. We're about to get underway. Gerald Ashby checking with the 2 linesmen. It's Leeds in blue shirts and yellow shorts playing from right to left in this first half who get us underway here. And they haven't won away this season. White looking for DiRigo. The home form of Spurs has really picked up since the defeat against Ipswich. Southampton and Wimbledon were 2 excellent performances, and of course the away performances against Everton and Crystal Palace. It's a golden time at the moment for the side. 4 wins in a row. One can't emphasise too much the contribution of the goals from Teddy Sheringham, and also the improved performance of Darren Anderton. He's really improved out of all recognition and shown so much since coming back from that hernia operation. Eric Torsfith, he'll be particularly anxious that the home side here produced the goods today, because arguably the most disappointing result of the whole season was the night when Eric Cantona grabbed a hat-trick and Leeds, on fire, beat Spurs 5-0. I think that we're going to see a completely different game this afternoon, and the Spurs fans here who've turned up in their numbers are hoping that the result will go their way and it makes a napand of victories. Edinburgh going for it and getting there. He beat the inexperienced Rob Bowman. And Anderson making a great run there over on the far side. And the shot coming in! It's Lukic who can't hold it! Oh, he can at the second attempt with Barmby flying in. Fast start from Tottenham, 2 minutes gone here at White Hart Lane. And a tremendous atmosphere, a real big match occasion for the visit of the champions. And Lukic just couldn't hold this first time. Barmby showing great ability, running up, and Lukic grabbing it at the second attempt. Here's Sheringham. White was there first. Tottenham started really well. Here's Anderton. Samways played the ball in. Here's Howells, and this is Dean Austin on the near side. Samways again. Anderton, lovely touch. Barmby, and the crowd really applauding Tottenham's first touches here. And what a turnaround to their season with the 4 wins in a row after the disappointment of losing the home games against Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday. Now there's a real buzz about the club. The quarter-final can't come soon enough. And with the news that Neil Ruddock will play because of the rearrangement to the game against Sheffield United, that seems to have given a boost to everybody around the club. There's a good shot of Steve Hodge. It's great to see him back. Still a big favourite with many of the fans here at White Hart Lane, and everyone's sympathising with him for the illness, declaring publicly to the press towards the end of last year that he had ME, and he now knew why he sometimes felt so tired. Here's Neil Ruddock. What a season he's had. Picked up that booking against Everton, and he'll miss the game. Seems so unnecessary. This is the 2 games, Queen's Park Rangers and Sheffield United. There's Sheringham looking for it. Newson goes with him, but Sheringham won that. Paul Allen got in very well indeed. Edinburgh with the first-time cross. And Darren Anderson's on the far post. Will he get there? The answer, yes. And he puts the ball back in. Barmby was hoping to get on the end of it, but in the end it was only half cleared. And Leeds being pegged back inside their own half as Austin floats one in. And the pressure still being put under Leeds, who are rocking like a side that hasn't won away from home in these first 3 or 4 minutes. It's been all Spurs so far. And 4 minutes played. Still no breakthrough. Strange to see Leeds playing in this blue strip. I always associate them with being all white or all yellow. Barmby away from clearance by David Batty. Bowman, only 17, keen to get into the action. The enigmatic Rod Wallace wins the throw. Leeds, whose travelling supporters behind the goal that they're attacking in this first half. Their supporters always remind themselves that it was a key win for them here last season in their championship campaign. It was a backhander in the end that Torsford had to be alert to. First time that Leeds have encroached into the penalty area in the first 5 minutes here. And Torsford, with the noisy Yorkshire section behind his goal, clears. And he reaches halfway. Anderton up there, beaten to it by Dorigo. Only half cleared. Here's Austin. And this one will be picked up by Tottenham with Justin Edinburgh. Looks up, sees Paul Allen with him. Allen turns inside and feeds Gary Mabbutt. Mabbutt just a few games away from 500 league appearances in his career. He'll be setting that target in March, and what an achievement that is for a player who's in his testimonial season and has served up such a great central defensive partnership with Neil Ruddock this season. Free kick to Leeds on halfway. The challenge over-enthusiastic by Paul Allen. Gary Speed. Back to McAllister. What a goal he scored in that cup replay, but it won't be remembered by him because of the fact the result went away from him. The shot comes in, it was low and hard. Taken first time by Rob Bowman.
Number 12, Andy Gray, replacing number 7, David Howells.
An early blow to Tottenham. David Howells is coming off. And Andy Gray is coming on. Howells has some injury. Not quite sure what it was, but he has been struggling. No precautions taken. So on comes Andy Gray. David Howells coming off after 7 minutes, and Andy Gray comes on. It's a straight midfield swap, but we'll try and get some information on why Howells has gone off as soon as we can. He was suffering from an ankle problem, but that's a blow for Tottenham. They're now just forced with just the one substitute possibly to use, with Pat van den Hauwe being that man, unless anything happened to Big Eric, and then of course Ian Walker could come on. But blow for Tottenham after 7 minutes losing David Howells. They have the free kick 15 yards inside their own half. Ruddock takes it, looking for Sheringham. Sheringham out jump there by Big John Newson. White with the half clearance. In the end it was a solid one. Lukic was calling for it, but there is a tremendous atmosphere in the ground at the moment, and maybe you didn't hear it. Well, first chance for Andy Gray to come into the frame, coming after only 7 minutes. And here's long throws. Can they be utilised to great effect? Ruddock going to the near post, Sheringham on the line. Here comes the throw. Sheringham with the header if he gets there. It's Samways on the edge of the penalty area with Lukic off his line. Could that have been offside? It was against Nick Barmby. And the free kick goes to Leeds as the flag raised by our linesman on the near side. Mr. Jordan from Middlesex. Gray's long throw. Sheringham was the person going for it, and Lukic, well, the punch wasn't great. Samways was here, and I thought he might have been worth a shot there, but in the end it was Barmby who was called offside. Still 0-0 there, and 8 minutes played. Anderton. Sheringham, lovely touch. This one for Barmby to chase. Will he get the legs, or will Newson get there first? Newson could barge down, and he did indeed barge into Nicky Barmby. I thought the referee was going to see it as an advantage, and he did play on for a moment, but John Newson was clumsy on Nicky Barmby. Anderton and Samways pondering their options. Free kick to Tottenham. 3 or 4 yards outside the penalty area. It's a gorgeous winter afternoon at White Hart Lane. Anderson takes the throw, and in comes Sheringham. 1-0 Tottenham, and the man in form gets the goal. And Teddy Sheringham, in superb form at the moment, gives Tottenham the lead after 9 minutes. The two players who've really made such a big impression in the revival. Well, that was a fine header. Don't give him a second chance. Anderson swerving in the free kick. And Teddy Sheringham with the goal. 1-0 Tottenham after 10 minutes. Perfect start for Tottenham. Sheringham. Sheringham's 77th goal in 143 games. Well, it's his 18th of the season, and really, you can't argue with that. Some complain that he doesn't score as many goals with the ratio of chances he gets, but I can tell you what, he's been superb in the last few games. He could have maybe scored more, but you can't argue with his strike rate at the moment. And Spurs in front here by 1-0. Teddy Sheringham with the goal after 10 minutes. McAllister with the... and it's offside against Lee Chapman. So Teddy Sheringham's goal was a fine header. And the atmosphere, if it was electric at the start, well, it's reaching fever pitch here. Spurs in tremendous form at the moment, and it's continuing here this afternoon. A fast start, and they thoroughly deserve to be in front here. Barnby. Slip, but he stays with the action, and in the end, Rob Bowman puts it out. Surely this is the biggest occasion that he's faced, Rob Bowman. Just 17. Now Andy Gray with the throw. Spurs leading by 1-0. Teddy Sheringham with the headed goal. Lovely throw. Lukic was caught out there, and Spurs here really turning it up. Samways. This is Justin Edinburgh. Away goes Paul Allen. He's onside here. And Sheringham was coming in, but all credit to Chris White, who got them there first. Leeds are on the rack here as Tottenham are having a golden spell. A team in form, certainly, but they're showing it here. Darren Anderton, his free kick led to the goal. Here's Barnby, first touch. He was very unlucky because White read it well. If he hadn't, it would have been a one-on-one. It's taken a long time for this season to really develop, but you feel now the crowd are 100% behind every Tottenham player, and the ground here is buzzing with excitement at the way that they've started here. Leeds, the champions, under pressure, come forward with McAllister to Dorigo, and that's a high and wasted cross and gone out for a goal kick. So Spurs have started fast, and they'll be very pleased indeed with the scoreline. And Teddy Sheringham with the goal. Let's have a look now at an opportunity for Paul Allen. Well, he did the right thing, I think, to whip it in early, but all credit to White, who made a fine challenge. That was good central defending. White again, he's going to be busy. This is Paul Allen. Still Allen. Sheringham. Oh, if the first touch had been better, he might have had an opportunity, but he tried to shield it and didn't do too badly. Spurs have really started well here. It's away, only half cleared by Batty. And he got it from McAllister. Speed. Looking for Hodge on this near side. He won't get there. It's gone out for a throw into Tottenham. 13 minutes gone. And Spurs have started really well. 1-0, Teddy Sheringham. Amazing what one or two wins can do for a side, and certainly Spurs looking for 5 in a row. Clearly their best run. Torsved's clearance, not a good one, but in the end Lee Chapman was caught offside after Rob Wallace had caught the goal kick head on. Free kick then, 5 yards outside his own penalty area. Torsved to take it. Norwegian international. Abbott, Edinburgh, lead by Bowman, and not a good header by David Batty. There's the clearance offside against Vinny Samways. Leeds one behind here, having to chase the game as they have had to do on a number of occasions this season. Spurs really looking for an emphatic performance this afternoon to prove that that night at Ellen Road was just a one-off. It's an important game for confidence. They're playing for places in the FA Cup as Speed comes in with a header. And the draw came out. Memories go back, of course, for Spurs fans to the epic FA Cup battles with Manchester City in 1981. And the famous replay, one of the great nights for this great club. And then, of course, this season they've won twice at Main Road, each time by the single goal. Vinny Samways knocking the winner in the Coca-Cola Cup tie. A very late winner in the league game, which took a wicked deflection. Gave Spurs a welcome second away win in the FA Premier League following their triumph at Blackburn Rovers. Free kick then to Leeds, to be taken by Scottish international Gary McAllister, or will it be Tony Dorigo? Dorigo in the end takes it, and it comes in, and it's headed across the goal, but not too much danger, despite Newson coming in from the back with a powerful header. Leeds need to get back into the game quickly. They're a goal behind, remember. Spurs have started in a very positive manner, and things going well so far. Wallace looking for Hodge. Austin back to Torsfith, only half cleared. Here's Batty in the centre of the field, but look at Barney coming back, scampering back, and only half cleared by Edinburgh. Hodge again offside against two Leeds players. Wallace was one, and Batty was the other. 17 minutes gone, and Leeds, the champions, are a goal behind here to Tottenham, who have started in the manner that they wish to continue. It clears, looking for Sheringham. No free kick, and certainly no flag here. Free kick given, but not for the offside. Gone. Gray hoofs the clearance into the Leeds penalty area. John Lukic won the Championship winning medal, of course, with them and with Leeds last season. Good, putting pressure on White. It's not a great pass back from White. He certainly didn't anticipate Barmby's pace. Putting unnecessary pressure under John Lukic there. Chris White missing Chris Fairclough as his central defender's partner, but John Newson with a replacement. It's got to be a back pass, surely. Well, interpretation of the rule. Here's McAllister. And the shot coming in! It bombed awkwardly from Gary Speed. Let's have another look at whether this was a back pass or not. One of the talking points of the game so far. Well, judge for yourself. Now, was this a back pass? Well, you can judge for yourself. If it touched the defender, technically it was, but it was more a roar from the man standing behind the goal. Anderton. Austin. This is Dorigo. Batty. International duty for England against San Marino midweek with the throw. Only half cleared. And fully cleared now, not they were wished for by Andy Gray. Throw into Leeds, level with the edge of the Spurs penalty area to be taken by hotshot Gary McAllister. Here comes the throw, and only half cleared, Sheringham in the end. Barnby looking for Anderton and finding him. Only Spurs now breaking away. Barnby, and it was a flip to no one really. He was under immense pressure, and it's gone out for throwing on this near side, quickly taken by Tony Dorigo. Newson with the clearance. Austin. Barnby being harassed by Newson. No foul. And Vinnie Samuels is away here. Well, what's going to happen? Will Samuels keep his cool? It's the coolness of Chris White that wins the day for Leeds. Samuels, who has had a number of one-on-ones this season. One recalls a golden opportunity he had in the Coca-Cola Cup defeat against Nottingham Forest as one. Here we see it again. Now, all credit to the defender here, Chris White. He seemed to read Samway's mind, and he's trying to place it, run it inside and then shoot. And a chance goes begging. Spurs are creating a lot of chances in this first quarter of the game, and are well worth their one-goal lead at the moment. Chris White certainly seeing more of the ball than anybody else, and that's got to be an encouraging sign for Tottenham, who lead by 1-0. David Batty, who saw far too much of the I thought in the game at Wembley on Wednesday night, but he's Samways. Turns and wins possession. And he goes to Dorigo though. Leeds need to find something quickly if they're to get back into the game. Dorigo again. Good run from him. Corner kick. Leeds is first. So I think the first corner of the game by either side. McAllister comes across to take it. And it comes, header comes in, and it's over the bar. Neil Ruddock will be sitting out the next two games, but providing he comes through this afternoon safely, he'll be taking a well-earned break before the cup tie. And what a big game that's going to be. 2 weeks on Sunday. Place in the semi-finals at stake. Barnby away with Samways. Samways keeps it, consider Barnby! Well, he had an opportunity. And he'll be disappointed he didn't hit the target there. Everything in the move went right. Let's take another look. Barnby with Samways, and here it is. And yes, he should have done a little better, really. He'll be disappointed not to have hit the target, but a lovely, incisive move. Spurs here, 1 up, it could be so much more. And it goes up, McAllister looking for Wallace, and down by Justin Edinburgh. Lukic with the clearance. Ruddock up with Chap. Here's Gray. Halfway through the first half here. Samways hoping to get the better of White this time, but White puts it out. Another throw to Tottenham. Edinburgh. Leave it surely for Andy Gray. He does. As Gray comes over. These big throws, even these days at Crystal Palace, were a major asset to a team on the edge of the penalty area. Gray again, this time he flicks one in, and Gary Mabbutt was coming up. Well, he's only scored twice this season. Nottingham Forest and Everton, the 2 goals. Austin, has it eluded everybody? The answer is no, but it's still an opportunity for Tottenham to go forward. Will Edinburgh keep it in? No, he won't. It's going out for a throw into Leeds, deep inside their own half. Bowman to take the throwing back to John Lukic. Ruddock with the header down. Free kick to Leeds. To take it, or will he leave it for Tony Dorigo? Dorigo, the instigator. Still fancy Batty here somehow, although Dorigo does take it. Floated in. Eric Torfit grabs it from under the nostrils of Gary Speed. Here it is again, and Big Eric did well here. And caught the ball well. Throw in to Tottenham from halfway. 26 minutes played then at White Hart Lane. Spurs leading Leeds by a goal to nil. Sheringham, free kick. Newson's tackle. Goes to be illegal. Sheringham again. Look to get into the penalty area. Samways and Anderton, possibly Justin Edinburgh involved, but Sheringham goes into the penalty area. They're closely marking him, as they are the central defensive pair of Mabbutt and Ruddock. As it's floated in, right, only half clears. Here's Gray. And he was looking firstly to shoot. Gray. It's still Gray. Chalmers has gone out for a goal kick. Andy Gray showing his physical presence there. Headed by Dorigo. Austin. And again. White. This time Lukic has a bit more time, but White finished the job off properly. Offside against Anderton, but I think it was more against Sheringham on the far side. Free kick to Leeds halfway inside their own half. This is Batty. Anderson. And again. Edinburgh hoping to get there. He does. And he gets to attack. Edinburgh puts the ball in. Newson had to keep his cool that time. And Paul Allen on this near side does well. Ruddock. No flag, surely. And Edinburgh's inside. It's gone out for a corner. First of the game. A lovely flowing move. Justin Edinburgh. He's had an excellent season. Anderton to take the corner. Here it comes. And only half clear. Only Samways. Early ball in. Looking for Mabbutt. Barney might go in, but so will White, who, can't stress, has seen so much of the ball. It really must be an alarming statistic for Howard Wilkinson, just how much of the ball that Chris White has seen. Over on the chest, and White again. Hodge. And again. Chapman. Should be Eric's. Oh, it's at the post! Oh, well, I think he was penalised as well. It's a free kick. Let's have another look at it again. Torsford, yeah, given the free kick, but he's really lucky, I think. Edinburgh. Sheringham. And Barnby! Well, the finish wasn't expected from Nicky Barnby. Sheringham put it in, it bobbled it for him as Sheringham played the ball through, and Barnby has had 2 golden chances here. Dorigo. The header down, and Tosford saves the corner, but a throw-in quickly taken with Big Eric Enemy's goal, and that was almost embarrassing for Gary McAllister. When you look out, those things happen in the Premier League. You don't expect a mistake like that. Spurs leading by 1-0, and good value for it. They're creating so many chances, and that's a back pass. Definitely, Lukic couldn't pick that one up. And in fact, he showed good footballing skills to Bowman. Spurs are having so much of the game. Can they get a second that would give them the cushion that they could then utilise to create even more opportunities? Here's Gray, leaves it to it, and he's having a great tussle with Gary Speed, as is Nick Barnby and John Newson. And the aerial battle is interesting there. There's nearly 8 inches in difference in height between Newson and Barnby. 6'2" to 5'8". Puts it back, and Eric Torsfith will grab this one. Batty. Bowman and Batty, and here's Edinburgh, and here's Sheringham. Edinburgh makes the run again. Will he get that from Newson? Newson keeps his cool. Lukic can't pick it up. 12 minutes for half-time. Spurs have been so positive here this afternoon, and they really are looking the part at the moment. Lost out. Chapman. Batty. A bit more space than he's had in the last few minutes. And it's taken a deflection, but off a Leeds player. It's a goal kick.
I have an urgent police message for the owner of the Saab Turbo, registration number A3BG8.
Who's
West Ham reception as soon as
possibly
possible.
picked up a little
Thank
neck.
you.
He seems to have been limping for the last couple of minutes. "11 minutes to half-time. Spurs leading thanks to Teddy Sheringham's goal. Roddick. Headed on by only as far as Batty. Throw into Tottenham. Justin Edinburgh to take this. And free kick. Teddy Sheringham being bundled over. Sheringham, and Barnby again really quick to react. Sheringham puts the ball in. Newson under pressure from Paul Allen. Here's Gray, and it's safely into the arms of John Lukic. 280 times he played for Arsenal. His speed. Ball comes in, and a header from Chapman! And it won't count. The flag's gone up for offside. The goal doesn't count. Lee Chapman distraught, but in fairness to the linesman, the flag went up early. Let's have another look at it again. It was a cross, but he was clearly offside. No complaints whatsoever. Chapman's header counts for nothing. 9 minutes to go until the break. Leeds with a free kick. And Lee Chapman thought he'd scored there. Lee Chapman, who scored 16 goals this season. looking for his 17th. And again, offside. Wasn't against the on-running McAllister, that's for certain. The four of them all caught off together. Boos from the Leeds fans. Spurs now breaking. And here's Sheringham. He's inside the penalty area. Hodges with him. Sheringham! Well, that would have been a great goal. But he went for the near side angle, and there were other options open to him. Certainly things going well for Tottenham at the moment. The champions Leeds come forward with Tony Doriga. Gary Speed, good challenge from Andy Gray, and a second attempt, and still Speed. He's done well here, he's into the penalty area. He's won Leeds their second corner of the game, and all credit there to Gary Speed. But certainly Andy Gray, when he sees that again, will have wondered, how did Speed beat me twice? Corner then to Leeds United. On this near side, taken by McAllister. And a half punch only from Torsfinn. Better clearance from the edge of the penalty area. Leeds having a bit of a spell themselves with just 8 minutes to the break. I know that they need to come back quickly. You haven't won away from home all season, and you're the champions defending your title. You are under a lot of pressure when you come away from home. Here's Barnby, he won't get there. Newson hounds him, and there's another example of just how different these two players are. Barnby is agile and very small, and John Newson is marker, 6'2". Downfield, Roddick gets the header down, and Torsfinn scampers across to pick it up from the headed back pass, which he's entitled to do. 7 minutes to half-time. Austin. Sideways with Austin. Sheringham's header was a good one this time, and there was pressure on John Newson there, and he did well from Darren Anderton to deny him. Here's Sheringham in space! It's a brilliant goal from Teddy Sheringham. Well, that was finishing of the highest quality. He knew exactly where that was going, and it's all credit to Teddy Sheringham. He's in superb form. That is a header of class. 2-0 Tottenham. And that's a brilliant header. Roddick's pass was perfection. And Sheringham scores a second here. And he is in rich form. Lukic was well off his line. Excellent goal. 49 minutes go. And it was Sheringham's 9th goal in 7 games. Sheringham makes it number 19 this season. Remember, he scored on the opening Saturday in the Premier League for Nottingham Forest against Liverpool. But that was a really quality header. A lot of people have said in the past how Spurs play the attractive one-touch football. Well, you won't get a more direct goal this season than that. And that was a really fine header from Sheringham. 9 in 7 games, the player in form, the team in form. Spurs 2 up here, and we've still got 5 minutes to the break. Well, that 5-0 defeat at Leeds now seems a long time ago. It's well worth another look at that goal again. It was so direct. It was a long pass from Neil Roddick. A look at Sheringham. He knew what he was doing, but didn't he do it well? Lukic 6 yards off his line. Well beaten. 2-0 Spurs against the champions. Well, Spurs looking for 5 in a row, and they have suddenly picked themselves up and really playing some good stuff at the moment. And Sheringham, 9 goals now in 7 games. The man in form. Wembley cheers from around this magnificent stadium. And away from another trip to the Twin Towers with the prize of that game against Manchester City 2 weeks on Sunday, a semi-final appearance. Sheringham in excellent form at the moment. Offside. It was against the two centre forwards in the middle there. Wilkinson and Terry Venables down there. Contrasting fortunes for them in this match. I'm sure Terry must be very pleased with the way that the side has suddenly come alive in the part of the season that really counts. Good run from McAllister. It's a great run from McAllister, and he's won the free kick. I think Gary Mavitt felt that he got hard done by, and he might have been caught on the head here. Dave Butler scampering into the... Well, it looks like Mavitt came off far worse, even though he was adjudged for a foul. McAllister went in a great run, and there you can see it.
Mr. D. Smith from Leeds, who's a member of the Leeds United Premier Club. Would you please go to our main reception to collect an item of lost property you may have mislaid? Mr. D. Smith of Leeds, file number 15741. Please go to our main reception.
The trainer comes on properly, and Dave Butler raced on there. Free kick's gone to Leeds, who are the champions and without an away win this season. They've got to pick themselves up here. At the moment, he's going very much Tottenham's way. And I don't think anybody in the ground needs reminding of the danger man here. If you saw the strike that Gary McAllister produced against Arsenal, it was from further away than this. He's the man, number 10, Gary McAllister. And this is a dangerous situation for Spurs. Make no mistake. It'll be McAllister. Zurigo in the decoy run. McAllister will fancy this. And here he is. That was Paul Allen, who was under 2 yards away when that free kick was struck. It was a decision that backfired straight away on Leeds by trying to knock it to McAllister. It was charged down very quickly. 2-0 Tottenham then as we approach half-time. Another very satisfactory 45 minutes here at White Hart Lane. Roddick to Sheringham. Here's Paul Allen. Still 1 minute to the break away from Batty. And Roddick. Everything behind that. Leeds under the cost then, coming forward with Zurigo to McAllister. This is Hodge. Challenged by Gray. They're going to go back. Gray again. And still Gray. Free kick to Tottenham. Deanston to take it as we move into stoppage time here. Sheringham heads in. McAllister. See Roddick. This can't be picked up by Eric Torsford. Just make sure a touch. Sure that no mistakes are required. As we're deep into stoppage time, we will get some. Away by Neil Roddick. Leeds hoping to get something back just before the break. Spurs will be anxious that they maintain this 2-goal advantage, a healthy position to be in going into the half-time break. Batty to take the throw in. And the just still locked in. McAllister with a chance. It was in the end just over from Steve Hodge. And that was the first major opportunity. Leeds. It's been a 90% domination from Tottenham. There's been 1 or 2 chances for Leeds, but very few. And nobody can complain of the half-time score if it remains that way for the next minute or so. Back by Neil Roddick. Again, he's been exemplary. What a ball through, the direct ball to the second goal for Sheringham. Gerald Ashby, I would imagine Borough will blow whistle within the next 30 seconds. Champions League here, 2 goals down to rapidly improving Tottenham, who are on a golden run at the moment. And 2 weeks to go to the quarter-final showdown at Main Road against Manchester City. Deep into stoppage time, throw into Leeds to be taken by Tony Dorigo. It'll be half-time. It is half-time. And a standing ovation for Tottenham on the big day for Tony Sheringham. Very satisfactory first 45 minutes. Sheringham makes it 9 goals in 7 games, and he's still got 45 minutes in this one to make it a hat-trick. Don't forget, of course, to join us straight after the break at half-time. It's Tottenham 2, Leeds United 0, and an excellent first half for Spurs.
Finally, some half-time scores from Scotland in the Premier Division. Mapledale, Hartsfield, Salterfield, Hartlefield, Dundee United.
Welcome back to White Hart Lane for the second half of Leeds against Tottenham. And Leeds take the field shell-shocked by the fact that they're 2 goals down at half-time. Spurs, who lost David Howells after 7 minutes. It's interesting that Leeds have taken the field very early here, and in their blue shirts and yellow shorts, but now the crowd right behind the Spurs side as they take the field. Very happy, I'm sure, with the first 45 minutes, looking to make it 5 wins out of 5. Teddy Sheringham, his 9th goal in the last 7 games, has scored twice in the first 45 minutes, and Spurs just can't wait to get going again and see if they can add to their tally. Got to make sure that they don't let Leeds back into it. The first 15 minutes are absolutely critical. We're about to get underway then for the start of the bang on 4 o'clock. We're underway for the second half. A crowd of probably around about 30,000, maybe just a little bit under. Spurs leading by 2 goals to 0. Tottenham playing from right to left in this second half. Sheringham with White, who saw a lot of the ball in the first half. Austin only half clears. Dorigo to Batty. Batty infield looking for McAllister and finding him. And here's Wallace back to McAllister. Not a good touch from McAllister. Wallace going to Leeds. And David Batty to take this throw, and he's looking for the head of White. In comes Austin. McAllister to Batty, offside against Chapman. So Spurs have a free kick, and they lead by 2 goals to 0. For Leeds, it's been a story of misery, although they did beat Oldham by 2 goals to 0, all thanks to goals from McAllister and Chapman in their last home game. But away from home, it's all gone wrong. Barnby's header on, looking for Sheringham, but away by Newson. And the header by Roddick. And Torsford lets it run on and gathers it on the edge of the penalty area. Spurs, who next Saturday also at home in a London derby against Queen's Park Rangers, another team that they'll be looking to get one over after a disappointing defeat earlier in the season. Then it's Sheffield United, a rearranged game on Tuesday night, and then the big game, the cup tie at Main Road. Spurs building here with Sheringham. Looking for Anderson through the middle. Here's Batty. pass there to Lukic. Playing that back pass through sometimes can elude goalkeepers. Eric Torsford will remember it was in the game against Leeds that he was caught out as Leeds went on to romp away and win by 5 goals to 1 on a black night for Spurs fans. But now, Wolves have really turned the full circle, and Leeds are the team who are struggling here this afternoon. 2 minutes into the second half, still 2-0. Newson headed back. Don't forget, of course, best way to keep up to date with all the Tottenham news. Let's pick up the match programme. It was a good lead and an excellent way to keep following the club at home. All the latest information on the games coming up for tickets. Vital statistics page to follow all the progress. A guide to the visiting team as well, and a regular feature on one of the stars in Europe. It was a good read. The Spurs home matchday programme, available at £1.50 for every home game. 3 minutes into the second half, Anderson takes the free kick. Right into home! And Spurs are 3 up! Wow, that's a fabulous goal. Neil Ruddock doesn't score many. He scored against Liverpool, and now he's scored against Leeds. 48 minutes gone, and Spurs 3, Champions League 0. Anderson, Ruddock, 3. Anderson's contribution can't be discounted here. Now, can Tottenham really put back the memory of the 5-goal drubbing and inflict on Leeds a heavy defeat? They conceded 4 goals against Nottingham Forest on the 3rd of December when they lost 4-1 at home with Gary Speed. Spurs have a real chance to inflict only a 4th 4-goal drubbing on Spurs and Leeds this season. 3 up here, and things going very well indeed so far for Tottenham. Leeds, who could still be in relegation trouble. The number's a long way off, but haven't won away this season. And Spurs 3 up now, 2 from Sheringham, 1 from Ruddock. Things going very well indeed for Tottenham at the moment. Leeds fans absolutely silent. 3-0 to Tottenham, and we've still got 40 minutes to go. Free kick to Leeds to be taken by Tony Dorigo, and up goes Newson. It was at that end of the ground that he scored that vital goal. Steve Hodson in the end ends up in the crowd. So I don't think for any of the result of that, there's a real festive atmosphere almost around the ground at the moment. Spurs playing so well, and good value for the 3 goals. Ruddock's header from an Anderson cross, down Anderson again, playing so well. White looking for Chapman. Haven't missed it. Chapman holds it. And Leeds here, 3 down. And are struggling. Dorigo looking for Chapman again. Abbott went up this time. In goes Wallace. Still Wallace. Good run from Wallace. He was being hounded by Ruddock. And all credit to Neil Ruddock. Did well. Spurs fans wanting their side to go forward and in chasing more goals. Here's Barnby. McAllister. Wallace was coming in. Here's Attenborough. Going really well for Spurs then. 8 minutes into the by Newsom. Arrigo. Batty. Chapman. Batty again. McAllister making the run. Got a bit of space this time. Speed goes into the centre, but Ruddock does well for Tottenham. Only half clears though. Here's Arrigo. Leeds having plenty of possession. But they didn't quite manage to sustain the pressure. Spin Hodge is caught offside. Spurs 3, Leeds 0. Trip to Sheffield United. White with the header. Speed. Hodge. Anderton. Always prepared to mix it. Darren Anderton. This is Bowman, the 17-year-old. Wallace and Gray tangling. And still Rod Wallace. Chips in it for an excellent challenge. Wins the ball for Tottenham, who come forward with Sheringham. Gray calls for it and gets it. Here's Attenborough. Good play this from Tottenham, really beginning to show all the potential that I'm sure pre-season they hoped for. And Andy Gray goes late in and Gary McAllister, and Leeds have a free kick. But they're 3 goals behind here. 2 from Sheringham, 1 from Ruddock. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Leeds are under the cosh here. And Spurs can sense that they can get full revenge for their 5-0 drubbing. Samways. Good run from Samways. Batty had shielded him. Here's Speed. The game really opening up. Spurs going for more goals. Leeds trying to hit back on the counter. Speed to Batty. Chapman going to the near post. Speed also making a good run. Arrigo coming up from the back as well to help out. And Austin doing exceptionally well and clearing his ground along with Gray. And Arrigo, in the end, beaten to it by Gray, who quickly clears. And away comes Tottenham once again, looking to hit Leeds on the counter, as Leeds being roamed inside their own half of the field for so much of this opening 10 minutes of the second half. We're attempting to try and get something back out of the game. They're 3 goals behind though. This is Bowman, the 17-year-old teenager. That was an experience. He could have held it up more time than he thought. It's a goal kick to Tottenham, who lead after 56 minutes by 3 goals to 0. Leeds fans away to our left-hand side, silent. The team 3 goals behind. Headed by Sheringham, touched by McAllister to Gary Speed. This is Arrigo. Anderson throws Leeds on halfway. The champions are under pressure here. White Hart Lane. Leeds 3 behind, and surely 3 more points for Tottenham here. This is McAllister. Chapman. McAllister again. Scored 3 really special goals this year, Gary McAllister. You look back on this season, amongst nothing else, for the goal he scored against Liverpool, the goal he scored against Rangers, and the goal he scored against Arsenal. But spectacular goals don't give points away from home, and he certainly found this has been a struggling season for Leeds. They've been carrying the tag of champions every time they've travelled away from Elland Road. I'm sure it's a hard place to win at when you play away, as Spurs found early in the season, but they are finding that teams are raising their game when they meet them on their own ground. As Hodge tried to play the ball in, but Gary Mabbott left to tidy the pieces up here. What a free kick. As Hodge is over elaborate with the challenge, and Spurs can now play it at their pace. Sheringham's second goal still being talked about around the ground. A direct header of a classic extreme. Lukic, the clearance. Up goes Roddick. Wallace, there was always only going to be one winner there. Hamilton, he's going to leave it run to Vinny Samways, and he was away. Spurs playing with so much confidence at the moment. This is Justin Edinburgh. Samways, Edinburgh. To leave it, and Chapman. Wallace goes with him. Speed as well. Back to Chapman. To put in the early cross. He was hoping to have been in there as Spurs put under a little bit of pressure. Here's Samways. Right now, you wouldn't believe that they were playing at home. Leeds are opening up so much for them now, and they're chasing a goal for themselves. Barnby. Samways. Barnby again. Lovely stuff from Tottenham. Early cross from Barnby. The white shirts up for this particular move. But Barnby did ever so well here, and then couldn't combine the cross of the same quality. Dorigo, still Dorigo, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Tony Dorigo claiming a corner. Told Ashby nothing of that. Paul Allen, the player, gone down. And will receive a little bit of attention. With Leeds, the champions, 3 goals behind here.
There's a repeat of a message we gave out a little bit earlier, but I'll also repeat again. Tony McInerney of Kennington, season ticket holder, please telephone at home urgently, please.
Two of the other scores from around the country. Arsenal are leading Oldham by 1-0. Aston Villa leading Everton by 2-1, and Aston Villa will probably go top of the table and extend their lead, because at the moment it's still goalless at Old Trafford. Manchester United and Southampton. Another Manchester club, and Spurs' quarter-final opponents in the FA Cup. And they've just pulled a goal back against Norwich. It's 2-1. We've got Rangers, Spurs' opponents next week, going well this afternoon, and leading 1-0 against Coventry. And Nottingham Forest are level at 1 apiece at the moment at Ayrton Park. Away. And for Sheringham to chase. Newson knocked it back. It's gone a full circle for him. John Newson, since he scored his first goal for Leeds on this ground last year, when everything was going right for Leeds United. Free kick to be taken by David Batty or Gary McAllister. Batty giving McAllister the instructions here. And it's take it yourself. When it comes, half clearance, is McAllister on the run again. Spurs hoping to break with Barnby. Batty in on Samways. That's a physical battle that is nothing to one's imagination. Wicket given against Samways, so David Batty hoping to talks the Blues is out, and he's so nearly running into his own net. And recovered well. Still 3-0 to Tottenham. McAllister. Wallace. Wallace. Good cross from Wallace. He's headed away. Samways. Not one of his better clearances. Hodge. Leeds having a lot of possession at the moment, but not really creating too many clear-cut chances. Gary Speed. Chapman heads down. Now, can Tottenham break away? The answer is no, because White to Dorigo. Dorigo with Austin to beat. And he finds Chapman and gets the return. Puts in the early cross. Speed arriving. So was Gray. And now Darren Anderton to cool things down to Dean Austin. Leeds having a lot of possession for a side with 3-0 down. Lovely touch from Sheringham to Anderton. And this is more like Tottenham. We're breaking away. Anderton with Sheringham arriving. And what a magnificent move that was. It would have been a marvellous goal. But Chris White showing experience and cleared it. Anderton supplied a wicked cross. And Sheringham, the trick awaiting, lurking as a substitute to be made by Leeds. Rod Wallace to come off. David Roadcastle will come on. The ex-gunner getting booed here as Wallace is about to depart. Road to come on. Screams of Arsenal reject as David Roadcastle takes the field here. Spurs in the corner. Always dangerous to make substitutions when you're defending a corner kick. Whose cross was such a look at what White did well, and it comes again. And they're all arriving! And a goal! Or is it no? It's off the line by Newsom. Nicky Barney's so close to making it 4. Neil Runner can't believe it. It's another corner. It's more danger for Leeds, who are being rocked here by an excellent Spurs performance. Anderton curls in the corner, and this time it's easy for John Lukic. Spurs 3, Leeds 0. With 25 minutes to go, things going so well for Tottenham this afternoon. Here's McAllister. Dorigo. Anderson's with him. Still Dorigo. Speed. Head away by Ruddock. Here's Roadcastle's first touch. He was always inevitable he was going to get booed. As in comes Bowman. Listen to it. Spurs in golden form at the moment. Taking possession. Barnby inside. Away by White. Tilford comes out of his area. It's not going to go out, and in the end he settles for a throw. Maybe not the most sensible thing to do. Samways. Only half clear. Newsom's lost out. Here's Sheringham. Has he got the support and the space? He has. They'll get a return. And the flag went up. It must have been close. Spurs in good form. Leading by 3-0. And Teddy Sheringham hoping to make it 10 in 7. Let's have another look at it again. There's a nice touch from Sheringham. Now, was this offside? Yes, he was just caught. Hodge. Chapman was hoping to get there, but Ronick got there first. Sideways puts it down. What was good to hear was that Jason Cundy was in the squad, and he'll be the obvious replacement for Neil Ruddock for the 2 games against Queen's Park Rangers here next Saturday, and then at Bramall Lane on Tuesday week. Batty. Still Batty. Pressure put on White. And he's lost out here, surely. Sheringham with Barnby calling and screaming for it, and should get it, he will get it. Barnby goes into the penalty area, and that's a penalty. That's a clear penalty. No doubt about that. Now, is it going to be a hat-trick for Teddy Sheringham? Surely he'll take this. for Teddy Sheringham to get his 10th goal in 7 games. A chance of a hat-trick for Teddy Sheringham. It'll be his first hat-trick for Tottenham. He'll never get a more opportune moment. I've seen a lot of penalties missed in the last few games. From the tempt fate. I do fancy this very strongly. Lukic claiming it's not on the spot. Ready, Teddy Sheringham. Chance here for the hat-trick. It's been an excellent performance from Spurs. Here's a chance to round it up in style. We've still got 22 minutes to go. Sheringham for his first hat-trick for Tottenham. He scores! It's 4-0. And Sheringham, the hero, with a hat-trick for Spurs. And 10 in 7 games. No wonder those Spurs fans want to celebrate. This has been a memorable day. Leeds 0, and now the champions are going to have to defend courageously for 20 more minutes as Spurs go in search of a feat to level things up on the season of that grim night at Ellen Road. They really are in good form, and a hat-trick for Teddy Sheringham, the player in form. Performance this from Tottenham. Can they get a fifth? And that would really make their day. And they're coming in again, offside though this time against Andy Gray. 20 minutes to go. Spurs on fire. 4-0. Hat-trick from Teddy Sheringham. And Leeds, the champions, are under the cosh. Dorigo. Good run from Dorigo. And he's won a corner. Came off Dean Austin. Well, the Spurs fans have been waiting for a chance to really cane a team this season. And it's come here this afternoon. The Leeds fans are still in good voice, but I'm sure when they realise the stark reality of this performance, they're in trouble. McAllister flicks it in, and Eric Torsfield grabs it here. 19 minutes to go. Spurs 4, Leeds 0. This the performance of the season so far. They really have taken their opportunities exceptionally well. And they'll can't be offside. And the Leeds fans who've made the trip this year to White Lane will be going home bitterly disappointed. Free kick to Leeds. McAllister, Batty. McAllister, I think, fancies the shot. It's certainly within range. He's going to hit this one. McAllister took a deflection, and Torsfield clears it. It's gone out for a throw. Rocastle. Still Rocastle. McAllister's first touch, not a good one. Here comes Anderton. With the back flip, didn't work. Go into Leeds. Rocastle quickly takes it. Chapman. And it's a free kick to Tottenham. There's going to be a second substitution. It's Nicky Barmby who's coming on. So Nicky Barmby gave a rousing reception, and the whole of the West Ham on their feet to Nicky Barmby. Van Gaal comes on. Tottenham here are really putting on a super show. All smiles, quite rightly so. Spurs 4, Leeds, the champions 0. Everything has gone right for Leeds United away from home in the Premier League this season. They're on the verge here of their heaviest defeat of the campaign. They conceded 4 goals this season against Middlesbrough when they lost 4-1, and also against Ipswich when they lost 4-2. Only Manchester City have beaten them 4-0. So we'll be in the second time. And David Rocastle has gone a step too far, and he is going to get booked. Rocastle gets a yellow card. Point with Spurs fans knowing they've got 15 more minutes to attack Leeds and get that 5th goal. The first time this season that Leeds were conceded 5. Yellow card for the ex-gunner Rocastle. Free kick to Tottenham and lead by 4 goals to 0. Free kick this time to Leeds. So looks like 5 wins in a row for Tottenham. And they will approach the game 2 weeks on Sunday in a rich vein of confidence. Offside against Rocastle and Chapman, I think. Spurs leading by 4 goals to 0 at the moment, and I used to say good value for it as well. Sheringham. Mr. Anderton and Hodge to Chapman. We haven't seen too much of, and again it was typical of the football they played this afternoon as Lukic has to come out to the nice Samways, and he hits the ball which careers against one of those exacting boxes on the far side, and surely Spurs now have an opportunity to counter once again. They've got a throw in which will be left to Dean Austin. Anderton. Is he happy with Wales? He's a handball there as Grapen's careering in. Spurs hoping to utilise things. Van den Hauw. Anderton. Austin. That's a deep cross, towering cross. Lukic gets there. 14 to go. Spurs 4, Leeds 0. Garriga. Back to Lukic. It's not been a day that Howard Wilkinson will want to remember. Leeds are being run off the park here by the Spurs side that are in form. Edinburgh with Rocastle puts in the cross. And White had to get there. Because Sheringham would have done so if he hadn't. Another corner. It's all Tottenham now. 14 minutes to go. And Spurs have been in a rich vein of form in the last few weeks. Continue. Corner. Floated in. And they're coming up just wide. 13 minutes to go. Gary Mabbott got the goal against Everton and the goal at that end of the ground in the home game against Nottingham Forest, that late winner. George coming up from set pieces, and he got there first. In fairness, it wasn't too far wide, even though from here it never looked like it was going to go in. One of those ones that seems to always be drifting wide. Edinburgh didn't like the way Batty went plays in a cup tie against Manchester City. Rolling. Allen. Edinburgh. Spurs has one more opening, and the fifth goal would complete the revenge. Batty. That's a good one. Sandwich. Wilson's header. McAllister well offside. As the Spurs fans in full cry now. I'm sure that the Reds will get a standing ovation after this performance. Seen the majority of the home games this season. And this is without doubt the best performance that I've seen them put up this season at home. A foul throw. Just over 10 minutes to go. Leeds' problems go from bad to worse. Tottenham season is on fire at the moment, and Leeds will shout of champions. But one thing's for certain, they won't be defending successfully that title. Time for a throw. Dorigo. This is Allen. Free kick to Leeds. To go. Batty quickly takes it to Dorigo, to McAllister. McAllister again. This is White. He's been busy this afternoon, but definitely had the worst of it. Just under 30,000. This was a great one by Samways. Having thrown again, Samways puts in the cross. And it was only Anderton up, but Dorigo got there first, and Dorigo beat Anderton, but will Paul Allen get there first? He will. Here's Sheringham. Great. Austin. Away by Batty. Williams McAllister. Batty. Lovely little ball in, this time the flag is up. And nothing has gone right for Gary McAllister this afternoon. 9 minutes remaining. Spurs 4, Leeds 0, and this is a top-class performance by Tottenham. Batty. Anderson went in, here's Dorigo. Looking for Chapman. Up and play just, but Leeds have it. Speed. Dorigo pulls it behind him. Speed puts in the cross. And Smith cuts it like a tackle for three without any difficulty whatsoever. remaining. Sheringham. Finding that hand, he's offside. Looks like Aston Villa will top the Premier League this evening. The league at the moment, and we hear that Southampton have taken the lead at Old Trafford. Nicky Banger, the goal scorer, and Manchester United, who've had such a good home record, on the verge of a defeat. The side that beat them in the 76th Cup final. Mr. Cross in is Sheringham. Stanways. This is Allen. Get there first. This is Edinburgh. 6 to go. Justin Edinburgh. Surely. It didn't look to be any challenge, just a very physical one. And Chapman had a bit of attention to his left-hand knee. There's going to be no doubt that he'll hobble his way off for the rest of the game, and it'll be Frank Straldi.
And the second substitution for Leeds United, number 12, Frank Straldi, replacing number 9, Lee Chapman.
Will come on for Lee Chapman. Chapman will not play any more part in the game. Straldi, who scored on his debut against Wimbledon, £350,000, been a member of the Foreign League Supporters Club, and also scored for the under-21s for Norway in their game against England. So, a lover of the English game, particularly Leeds. He's on here in his first appearance at White Hart Lane. And there might even be a stretcher call for Lee Chapman, who's in a bit of trouble. He's asking for it again. To go. Samways. Austin. It's not been a good day for Leeds United here. There's a ball shot through. That's on the box from Andy Gray. I think the structure is going to be sent back. Chapman wobbling away. So it was good to see. Never seen the structure used in any sporting contest. To go. Spurs coasting now, and 4-0. Still 2 minutes to go. Here's Doriga. Played from him. Passed up. As Manchester United grab the late equaliser against Southampton. Ryan Giggs getting the goal. Squares up with Batty. We're into the time that Gerald Ashby wants to add on for stoppages. It's been a highly satisfactory afternoon for Tottenham, and particularly for Teddy Sheringham. 10 goals in 7 games is some appreciation of just what a player he is. At the moment, he's the man in fault. Leeds will have to try and pick up the pieces and make sure they pick up enough Premier points. Anderton. Allen, can they get a fifth? Samways is arriving and Batty gets there first. And he needed to as well, but he slipped and Samways is inside the penalty area. And Doriga clears and Leeds right to the end of this match, being constantly put under pressure. Spurs coasting now into injury time. Austin's header. Straldi. Hodge. This is Bowman. Still Bowman into the penalty area. Roddick clears it away. And Gerald Ashby has another look at his watch. A minute into stoppage time here. Roddick. With the clearance. Batty. There it is. A highly satisfactory afternoon for Tottenham, and particularly for Teddy Sheringham. After losing 5-0 at the road earlier in the season, Teddy Sheringham has shown his well-being business. They make it 5 wins in a row. He grabs his first hat-trick for the club to make it 10 goals in the last 7 games. The crowd gives Spurs a standing ovation, and it's no more than they deserve. Leeds without a away win in the league so far this season, and we're into late February. Tottenham's fans will go home happy tonight, knowing it's Queen's Park Rangers next, followed by the game against Sheffield United that's been rearranged for Tuesday week, and then the cup tie. But Teddy Sheringham departs knowing he's after just one thing, as he's congratulated by captain Gary Mallett. The match ball of the final score here at White Hart Lane is Spurs 4, champions Leeds United 0.
Ticket office in White Hart Lane is not open after today's game.